It is with your toil and your labor that ye shall be redeemed. Through bloodshed ye shall know absolution. The blood that shall be shed shall be both that of your enemies and your own.
The Penal Legions are regiments of the Astra Militarum serving during the 41st millennium. Drafted from criminal elements of planetary defense forces, branches of the Imperial Guard, and civilian populaces by the Adeptus Arbites, each is given the choice of execution or service fighting the foes of the Emperor. Serving life sentences when appointed to the ranks of the Legion's Penitent, each soul who has been convicted of murder, desertion, cowardice, sedition, and substance abuse on the line of duty must give their lives in service to the Emperor. So-called genetic anarchists, such as Beastmen, are automatically designated as criminals for their crime of being mutagen carriers, endangering the purity of humanity. Absolved of their sins through death alone, the Penal Legions supplement their Astra Militarum regimental peers at the front lines of the most grueling of war zones. Due to the vast domains of the fractured Imperium, the Legion's Penitent never wane in their number, for the transgressions made against the bureaucracy of the Imperium are myriad, with entire planets being converted into penal worlds to house this inexhaustible resource. Honing the psychotic violence and scheming tendencies of their numbers, whether pickpockets or cutthroats, each in turn shall use their underhanded skills to survive from day to day. Comprised of the detritus of humanity, none shed a tear for each Penal Legion regiment which perish in the meat grinder of war, for most conscripts are fitted with explosive slave collars to ensure that retreat is not an option. The explosives of such collars, designed to harm only its wearer and have little utility in damaging those in close proximity to its blast. Such disciplinary methods have proven effective in achieving compliance in the hands of the Mechanicus of Mars. Hurled against impenetrable fortresses and killing fields, armed with little more than simple short-range las carbines and flak vests, many slave collars inject friends-on combat drugs into the bloodstream of their bearer in order to induce a fearless state of combat psychosis. Softening the defenses of the most dangerous of enemy positions before deploying more valuable resources, the Penal Legions are under no illusion as to their standing within the hierarchy of the Astra Militarum. Punishing those who fail to achieve their objectives, the overlords of the Penal Legions are unsparing with their application of electroscourge lashes and injections of more potent combat drugs to improve their efficiency. Decimating each legion that survives in excess of optimal losses, the Departamento Munitorum sacrifices lives to reduce costs spent by resupplying and feeding such miscreants. Only the deadliest killers escape their life sentences within the Penal Legions, typically reassigned to the service of Inquisitors who require their blunt lethality. Preachers who maintain the spiritual focus of the Legion's Penitent are known as the Praecentors of Penance, who harness the collective guilt of their subjects. Within the Spinwood Front campaign, the Praecentors of Penance are deployed within each active Astra Militarum regiment. Yet it is no surprise that those who preach to the Penal Legionaries unleash zealous devastation far in excess of their peers. To maintain order within the penal regiments, several enforcers fight by their side in order to facilitate punishment. Merciless and cruel beyond measure, the Prefect Penitent command the many felons of the legions, punishing all who disobey their orders. The Arbitrator Shock Squads, as a subdivision of the Adeptus Arbites, police the Legion's Penitent and prevent mutiny, disobedience, and revolt. Penal squads are led by a single arbitrator, clad in purest white, signifying their virtue among the rabble of their charges. Comprised of criminals taken from prior military service, the penal squads, though a cut above their peers, are regardless craven scum, with only a select few redeeming their reputations through conflict and returning to their regiment of origin. Those unworthy of repentance are designated as human bombs, their crimes so abhorrent that each member of the human bomb squads is fitted by tech priests with explosive harnesses, which are ignited within the heart of enemy lines remotely. Cyborg berserkers are destined to perish during the first deployment. Given no medical attention should they somehow survive their push to the front lines. Born killers all, these madmen are too unstable to be fitted with bomb harnesses, and instead are tasked with charging directly at the enemy, fitted with expendable bionic enhancements. Due to the Penal Legion's expendability, the Departamento Munitorum also conducts experiments to understand how best to exploit their numbers. The 13th Penal Legion, known as the Last Chancers, under the command of Colonel Schaefer, would handpick the most talented convicts of penal worlds in order to create elite suicide squads capable of conducting otherwise unfeasible operations. Such has their reputation been earned through their exploits. Most offered the chance to fight alongside Colonel Schaefer have outright refused in favor of the sweet release of death. The Merov Penitentiary Indentured Unit, or Merov Penal Legion, hail from the hive world of Merov, and has, despite the odds, continued to win victory after victory. Commanded by 30 brother generals who conduct training missions pitting its own men against one another, it is said that should a single man survive alone in battle, he shall be absolved of sin and earn his freedom. The Savlar Chemdogs are the most infamous of the penal legions, comprised entirely of hardened criminals who have ascended as a regiment of the Astra Militarum in their own right and are upheld as the benchmark for all penal legions to follow. For there are few souls more worthless than convicted criminals of the Imperium, fit only to toil and die in the most desperate of battles, with no thanks, no honors, nor legacies.